But looks like maybe Tom had a baby or something. I don't know.
Freedom calls, he sets the pace. Ball bikers ride, it's a wild chase.
Alright, so we're finally on the road again. Hope the mic's working better this time. Might help if I remember to plug it in. But we're on the highway going a little bit quicker now, so there's quite a bit of road noise, so just bear with me if this isn't clear, but we're going to give it a try. So anyway, yeah, we've finally got a warm day. I was getting pretty jealous. Everybody else was up putting pictures of them riding out on the bike, and between work and cold weather restrictions I couldn't get out. But we're out now. We got one of them really nice May days that you get. They seem to be few and far between, but we are out and we are on the road again. So I'm heading out to an area that I've kind of wanted to explore on the bike, and it's like a back road country area that I've always wanted to go down those roads and never got to it, at least not with the bike anyway. So we're gonna go check them out today. So now we come into Annan, and I don't know, maybe I'm gonna cut across. There is a road cuts across towards the water and go to Leith. It's supposed to be some historic church there or something. We'll check it out. So I believe this is Leith that we're coming into now. Oh, you're walking a puppy dog. The historic Leith Church. Alright, let's go have a look. Let's go see the historic Leith Church. Ooh, I got near the water and I could just feel this cold air. Cold air coming off the water. It's actually not bad though. I was getting a little hot. It's actually warm. I can't believe it. Hey, dude. No, bicycle guys don't wave. They're just in shock that I waved at them. Alright, is this? There it is, the historic Leith Church. Well, let's just check it out. See if there's a story to tell. Grey Bruce is known for a famous painter named Thompson, who was around turn of the century. So I'll quickly read this. He was born in Ontario, and he moved with his parents to Leith. He moved here when he was young. He lived to the age of 21 in this little town here. He was a commercial artist till 1913. He supplemented his income from painting and fulfilled his love for Canadian wilderness. So he was kind of like a group of seven painter. He was a guide and a fire ranger in Algonquin Park, and exponent of a distinctive style of Canadian landscape painting. Thompson influenced the work of the group of seven. Yeah, so he influenced them. Among the better-known paintings are West Wind, Jack Pine, Spring Ice, Northern River. His brief career ended tragically in July 1917 when he was drowned in Canoe Lake. And there are rumors that he was murdered, but nobody ever proved it. And back in those days, it was really hard to prove a murder. There's lots of people that have been murdered, and they got away with it because if you're important around the town, then your story's the true one. You know, just look at the Donnellys. The whole town got together and murdered a whole family and got away with it because the jury was the town. But anyway, Thompson, the famous painter that influenced the group of seven, born and raised in Leith, Ontario, apparently murdered or not, but he was drowned in Canoe Lake, and he's buried over here somewhere. So let's go see if we can find him. So there's actually some pretty old grave markers in this Leith graveyard. There's some not so old, like there's ones here that 2019, 2020, but the really old ones, they've laid flat now, and you could barely read them. But these people, I guess it maybe a husband and wife, died in 1868. So you think about that, there was barely even a town or a road around here in those days. But what's interesting about, here's another one who died January 15th, 1868. So he died during the winter in 1868, 85 years old. So, and then here's Tom Thompson's gravestone. Looks like lots of people put some painted rocks and things for him. There's paintbrushes and everything, so maybe some school kids came out and paid their respects. But he was actually 39 years old when he got drowned. Either drowned or didn't. And something else that's really interesting about this particular grave marker is it actually showed the cause of death, which I wish they would have done that for more gravestones, because that's what's interesting when you come back almost 100 years later and you see these gravestones. You don't know how they died, what their story was. We know Tom Thompson's story and we know how he died. So it's interesting that they put drowned in Canoe Lake in 1917 at 39 years old, almost 40 years old. And of course his other family members were here. There's a James Thompson who was only 9 months, almost 10 months old, so a baby, died in 1883. So that had nothing to do, it must have been Tom's parent or something, I don't know. And then at 72 years, Kenneth Matheson, 18, so maybe that was his dad, I don't know. No, it's Matheson, not Thomason. So I'm not sure the relation. But looks like maybe Tom had a baby or something, I don't know. I love how they designed this little fence. It's quite ingenious actually, because see, they don't want people just hopping over this little low fence, so they didn't want to build a great big high one. So they built one that if you hopped over it, you're going to get impaled up the butthole. See that? It would be kind of hard to just hop over this fence without having issues. So that forces you to go back to the gate where you're supposed to go. There's a couple of grave markers down here I'm just going to go check out too, just to see if there's anything significant. And they got an old well there for water. This church is historic. I don't see any plaques on it, but it's a historically church. Also where Tom Thompson's was. The Church of Scotland, erected in 1865, closed in 1969. So I don't know what it is now. But this church was built in 1865. You think a red brick like that would have been newer. But they already had red brick in this area in 1865, unless it's been like redone since then or something. Anything written on them? Char and honey. Those sound like pet names. I could be wrong, but sound like possibly pet names. Oh, there's this cool little pullover spot, which I want to check out right now. It's like a little beach pullover spot. People pull over for a break here. You can see it. Now that's a downhill slope. I know better than to pull forward into there. So we're gonna go. I don't even know if I need to stop here. It's just a nice little beachy spot. Alright, let's blow this popsicle stand. We're just looking. Just looking. Alright, so where else do we want to go? What are you doing on the road? What are you doing on the road, What are you doing on the road? Buddy, stay off the road, you're going to be roadkill. Enjoying a little waterfront. It's kind of nice on this bike, you just can set your cruise and then just stand and look at the view. I'm not sure what that all is. Just a little pullover, look at the spot. Sure, go ahead. I'm not afraid of gravel anymore. I can do gravel now. I used to be terrified of this stuff, even on this bike. But if you stand and go through it, it ain't going anywhere. Although I don't like it when it gets really deep, because then it doesn't matter what freaking bike you're on. But that stuff's fine. Just wanted to see how that felt. It's been about 8 months since I've been on gravel with it. Let's feel a little bit more. Just want to feel the gravel. And maybe we'll take a picture. I'm getting much more comfortable on the gravel. I got the right tires, I got the right bike, there's no reason why I shouldn't be. Okay. These DCTs, always put them in neutral before you turn them off. I read online about so many guys that have had transmission gear issues, and I believe that's what causes it. Like I said, I'm in explore mode here. I just wanted to see where this one goes. It said like Lower Shore Bay Road or something like that. I have a feeling it's just private property. Yeah, it is. No exit, private property. Bunch of private farms. So let's get turned around. No, I'm not one of them fancy guys that can spin throttle around. Of course I could get off the bike and walk it, but that wouldn't be that fun, would it? That's good enough. There we go. Not too interesting up there, just a bunch of private cottages. Great views around here though. Exploring the old Ann and Leith. It's a nice trail. I'd love to go down there, but not allowed, as Charlie Beach says. Not allowed. Could I get away with it? Maybe, but I'd probably have some dog walker yelling at me. Where does it go? It goes through there. I think it just goes through that way. Let's go down here. Where does that go? Let's just see where this goes. It does. It goes right through here. Well, it's open. Not allowed. But I'm checking it out anyway because I saw both ends and there was nobody on it. I didn't know. Really, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Didn't see any sign. See if I get yelled at by this guy in the high-vis jacket. What are you doing, man? You're not supposed to be here. Not allowed. That's right, I did something not allowed. They're looking at me like, hey man, what are you doing? Actually, maybe this is allowed. Because I see a trail thing right there. And it doesn't say you can't go. Use trail at own risk. I think I am allowed. Yep. I am allowed. I have no idea where this goes, but if it gets too squirrely, I'll get turned around, but this is alright. I don't mind this stuff. It's just a nice easy. It's doesn't have any deep gravel or muck. Use trail at own risk. I think we'll go the high road where it's sort of a dual, looks like ATVs have been on it. Thompson Trail. Good thing it shows the right one because there's a bunch of people there. Might have got a little upset with me. Like I said, it doesn't say you're not allowed. Where does it go down there? This is kind of interesting. There's a bunch of people walking down there, so maybe it's better to take this one. It goes it just goes up there and it goes out to the road again. I'm assuming this one kind of does the same. check it out. Certainly not hard to ride on. No deep gravel or muck or ruts or anything. I had no idea this was here. It's kind of interesting. I finally found a trail. You know how hard it is to find a trail in Midwestern Ontario? Like, up further north you can find some, but around here, around Owen Sound area, and I don't know of anything else until you get to around Port Elgin. There's a rail trail, but anyway, it didn't say no bikes or anything like that. Solar farm hidden in the back country. How about that? A little stop sign coming up. That's kind of cool. Ooh, we got some loose gravel we got to get up here. And that's going to be interesting trying to get through there now. How am I going to get through there? That part of the trail's closed. Well, hopefully I can squeeze through here. Need a gentle touch with a DCT, I tell you. I'm just taking my time. I don't want anything unexpected to happen here. And now, I think I'm going to try and gun it up this slippery gravel. Just make sure no one's coming. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Oh, of course. Hit some back farm country going back here. It looks like a bit of a windy road. Back into the farm country. Somewhere's in that no man's land that I was talking about. I believe I'm somewhere in no man's land. Going along a river, it looks like. Northeast. Oh, there we go. It says on the GPS. I'll use that as my compass. So yeah, I'm heading northeast, kind of toward the water line, and well away from the highway. So I have not really explored this area. I've lived in this area for just about 20 years in this particular neighborhood, and I've never come out here. Check out this old house in Annan. Now there's no historical plaque or anything, but that's got to be an original. It's built with fieldstone. Well, let's go over that way. I want to keep heading towards the water. If I am, yeah. I don't even have to accelerate to pass that old guy. Oh, the old Lakeshore Drive goes quite a ways. It goes right up the peninsula on the east side of the Owen Sound Channel, and it's all just like deep farm country back here. Now there, if I was more hardcore, I'd be doing that lane up there. I just think this tree is extremely interesting. Wow, she's an old one. There's nobody coming. Nobody coming. It's kind of a bad place to stop, but I like that. I don't know, it's just kind of iconic. Massive legacy tree. Cool. No exit down here. Queensbush Drive. Still paved, still going. Kind of heading northwest now instead of northeast. Alright, well, where does this go? Little waterfront access. Seems like everybody else discovers it before I do. There's a cairn there. Kind of cool. Well, that's interesting. Made it to the water. How about that? So I am heading back towards the highway. Just kind of finding my way by sense of direction, and took side road 8 here, and looks like it's an unpaved road, but it's just pretty hard packed. There's hardly even any gravel on it so far anyway. Anyway, that's all for today. It's nice to be on the road. I'll try and get out more often. And I do appreciate all the new subscribers I've had, even though I haven't been putting a lot of content out lately because of the weather and the season. But the season is just getting going, so hang in there, and more videos to come. Have a good day. This is Bald Biker signing out.